All right, everyone, welcome back. It is the day you've been waiting for. It is M&Ms and Math Ratios Edition. Hooray! If you don't have your M&Ms, you need to get yourself down to the school and pick up your bag. Your family maybe picked it up already, but if they haven't, bike, walk, I don't know what, but get yourself down to school to pick up your packets of M&Ms. Now, you can see I've already opened mine. Here's what we're doing. So you should have 2 packets of M&Ms. Oops, how'd that start to see? There we go. You should have 2 packets of M&Ms. I already opened mine up, and I put them here. Now, this is the hard part. You can't eat them yet. All right. First, we got to sort them. We're going to sort them all into similar colors. So we're going to play with them for a little bit. Make sure your hands are clean, by the way. And then we're going to eat them at the end. So I guarantee I gave them to you so you could eat them, but we're going to learn math first. So go ahead and sort them into piles of the same thing. If you have yours with you, pause the video and do that. Weirdly, look at this. I've got an interesting combination of M&Ms. You sort yours and come right back. All right, here's mine. I had 11 orange, 6 red, 1 green, 1 yellow, 6 blue, and 5 brown. Your numbers are probably different. Hopefully you had all the same colors. Although, if there was a color you don't have, what's the number for that? 0. Don't leave it out. Make sure you have that color and you indicate that you have 0 of it. So now you are ready to do our activity. So I'm going to make my face a little smaller here so we can see what we're doing. Here's our M&Ms ratio activity. So part 1, here's the directions. Get your packet of M&Ms for your teacher. Done. Organize it into piles. Done. Do not eat them yet. Done. Although we wish it wasn't done. You'll be able to eat them at the end. Okay, so take a look. Total of each color. Here's where I'm going to type in the total number of my reds. Whoops, I'm doing something crazy there. Let's undo that. I don't know what I just did there, but the total number of the different colors, I'm going to change that to be 14, and I'm going to stick it in the center because that way it's easier to see. So how many reds I had? What did I just tell you? 6. How many oranges I had? 11. How many yellows? 1. So you're going to pause the video and do that, but you have this sheet. You don't have to do it on the computer like I do. You've got a sheet that you need to be writing it on. So you should just have that sheet, have some kind of a pencil, pen, marker, and be writing it down. Write down your total number of colors and then come back. All right, yours should look like mine. The top row should be filled out. Now, take a look here. The next one says the ratio of the color to red. Well, that doesn't make sense because red is the color, so that box is just X'd out. So don't worry about that box at all. That's just a big X. So if it helps you, you can actually take your pencil and make a big X. Anytime that box is colored in like that, it just means don't worry about that one. But then let's go on to the next one. This is the ratio of the color to red. What's the color? It's kind of like that multiplication chart where one goes down and one goes across and meets. Where it meets, the color to red, this is the color is orange. So we're talking about orange to red. Remember, the word that comes first has to be the number that comes first. Orange to red. So this is 11 to 6. Now, you could also use a colon if you wanted. You could write 11 dot, 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 6. So in that box, I'm going to write 11 to 6. Now here, I wrote with a colon. On the screen, I wrote it with a T-O. Either one is fine, doesn't matter. Now, you're going to go to the next box. The color, the ratio of the color to red. What's the color here? This time the color is yellow, but we're still going the ratio to red. So the ratio of the color, here's the yellow, to red. So the ratio is the color 1. This time I'm going to use a colon. 2. Red was 6. So 1, 2, 6. Starts whatever word starts first, the ratio of the color, that's yellow. So yellow to red. The yellow has to come first, 1 to 6. Now your numbers are going to be different than mine. Don't put my numbers down. You should be using your M&Ms and your colors. You're going to fill this entire chart out. Look at this. Everywhere it goes over and up, that's where it connects. That's the one you're going to fill in. So like look down here. It says ratio of the color to green. I'm going to go way over to this box over here. Ratio of the color to green. Over here, the color is brown. So the ratio of brown to green. So my ratio of brown to green is 5 to 1. Your ratio of brown to green is going to be different. So you're going to fill out that entire chart. Push pause, fill out your whole chart, and then come back. All right, so I filled out my whole chart on paper. You notice that I didn't fill out my whole chart here on the computer, which is okay, because I want you actually to do it on paper like I did. But there's the last column, and it says ratio of color to total M&Ms. Now that's something different than we haven't talked about. That's the number of the color compared to all the M&Ms you had. So that's going to be the same number for everything because you always have the same number of total M&Ms. So you're going to have to, in order to do that, you're going to have to find the total number of your M&Ms. So take a look again, adding up all the reds, all the oranges, all the yellows, all the greens, all the blues, and all the browns. That's going to be your total number. All right, I just added up mine and I have 30. You might have 32, or you might have just slightly different amounts, which it's kind of funny. You'd think that everyone would have 30 since we took them out of a package, but I'm not sure if they exactly know that the exact number is in there or not. I don't know the answer to that. So your total might be 30 or your total might be something else. I'm not sure. But now we say the ratio of the color. Remember, the color means which column is it in? The color, which is red, to the total number. So the ratio of that is 6, because I have 6 reds. Oops. I don't know why that's not working. Oh, there we go. All right, 6. Well, there we go. 6 to 30. That's what I'm going to put in. Oh, we got a big delay there. Well, it's not letting me type. There we go. 6 to, I don't know. There we go. 30. It's just really slow for me right now. So 6 to 30. This one in this box, ratio of the color to the total. The color is orange. So this one is, for me, is 11 to 30. So the bottom row all is about the ratio of whatever the color is to the total number when you count up all your M&Ms. So pause and do that. All right, your sheet should look like mine. Different numbers probably, I'm sure, but it should be all filled out. That means we're ready to go to the back. So take a look at the back. The back says, I'm going to move my face out of the way here again. There we go. The back says, Part 2, the directions. You're going to choose 2 colors to compare. Now, we're only looking at 2. We just wrote a bunch of ratios for all the different colors, but the second part, you're going to choose 2. Both chosen colors need to have more than one. So for me, I can't choose either yellow or green. I only have 1 yellow and 1 green. So those aren't choices for me. I have to choose 2 of the other colors. So both chosen colors have to have more than 1. Now, it's also important, as we're learning about this, we're going to make sure the numbers are even numbers. Does that mean you can't choose something with an odd number? No. If you choose something with an odd number, you need to eat one of it so that it has an even number. So, for instance, I might choose brown, but it has 5 in there. We can't have 5. It needs to be an even number. Oh, darn it. Well, I guess in that case, I'm going to have to take one and eat it. Now there's only 4. Cool. All right. Now I have to choose one other color. So I've chosen brown. Now that's even. What about orange? My orange had 11. Oh, darn it. I'm going to have to eat another one. There's one of my oranges. I had 11. Now I have 10. All right. So I'm going to choose brown and orange. You can choose any colors you want. And you're going to put the titles right up here. I'm going to have to make that lettering black so we can see it. And make it bigger so we can see it. There we go. So I'm going to choose brown and orange. Now, I know that my brown has 4 and my orange has 10. Is that my basic ratio? It's not, because they can both be divided by 2. That's why we're making sure that you have even numbers. Somewhere along here is 4 and 10. There it is. Now, remember yours, you're going to write on paper. I'm just doing this so it's easier for you to see on the computer. There it is. So there's my 4 and 10. If I take 4 and 10, I'm going to move my other ones off my plate so you can see this 4 and 10 easier. There's 4 and 10. How do I know those aren't basic ratios? Because I could cut them both in half. I could do 2 and 2 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I could make 2 groups like that. There's one group and there's one group. Now, could I make that even smaller? Could I get that into a smaller basic ratio? Is there anything that 2 and 5 divide evenly by except for 1? No. So 2 and 5 are my basic ratio. So right up here, I'm going to write 2 and 5. Now, the tricky thing is I need to create a text box, I think. I'm not sure how I'm going to do that. You're just going to write it in. I'm going to somehow write that in. I'll show you. So, but the top one is going to be 2 and 5. Now, I've got my ratio table started. I need to make other equivalent ratios. Notice this counting by plus 2 each time. 2, add 2, add 2, add 2, add 2. What is this counting by? 5, add 5, add 5, add 5. These numbers are not your numbers. Don't write these numbers down for you because your numbers are different. You choose your own colors, your 2 colors. Make sure they have even numbers. If you have to eat one, then do it. And then you put your own numbers in your table. Pause the video and do that now, please. All right, there's my chart. It's all filled out. I've got my basic ratio on top, and I've got all my equivalent ratios right in this ratio table. It says when you're done with your math, take a picture of your M&M piles with your device and insert it here. You can't insert it in a doc like this, but you can insert it into, add a file into your assignment in Google Classroom. So take a picture of your M&M piles and send that to me through Google Classroom by attaching it as a file in Google Classroom. And then look at this one. Now eat your M&Ms. Enjoy. Have fun with this lesson, everyone. Bye.